Hey, 7th graders, Mr. Allard. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be in school tomorrow due to a family engagement, but I'm hoping that many of you can still get a bunch of work done because we'd be having some work time anyways. So hopefully I can walk you through some stuff that you need to get done and work through any kind of technical glitches you may be seeing on your iPads and things like that. But let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm in class. I'm in the second block class tomorrow, but it's going to look the same for all the classes, so it doesn't really matter which one you look at. So when you get in today, kind of the first thing that you're going to do that we've always done, I sent some messages to folks for Fast Bridge Learning, so if you did not do that to do your MySabers survey, remember it's real quick, takes less than 5 minutes. If you can get that done, that would be great. We're in our chapter 14 folder, so you're going to jump into that. First thing you're going to do is your quizzes. It's going to be a little bit different than what we've done in class because I'm not going to be here to post it up on the big board. So you just go to quizzes, type in that slightly longer code. I'll make sure that it's the right code, 09242970. 09242970, so it's the right code. You can take the quizzes once and then move on to your OTA 48. We have Vocab Foldables. If you need a Vocab Foldable, you can grab them from the sub, remind them to get it in. I have them on my desk, so hopefully they'll be reminded to hand them back to you as well. It's a pretty much straightforward that we've seen kind of over and over and over again. I give you a vocabulary, I give you a term, you match it up to the vocabulary term, could be your one-word definition for that word. Here's where we kind of got to talk about, because there's people in all sorts of different stages of doneness, okay? Most people in most of our classes have some chunk of chapter 13 done, but you're going to have to kind of physically go in there and look to see which of these assignments that I have done, okay? You want to go through your folders real quick. Now, most of you have already done your sketch and tell, so if you've already done it, you can move on to chapter 14. But if you haven't, first thing is to make sure that all my chapter 13 folder work is done. Just physically go click and check, okay? Then you can do your sketch and tell quiz. We've talked about this kind of over and over again. So if I click on my sketch and tell here, we'll bring it up. We've gone over this, 3 or 4 times now. So first thing, read your directions. If you're unsure on anything going on, read those directions. Some people may get some error messages they go through here. If OneDrive or any of that, Microsoft asks you to change your password or verify your password or verify your account, just keep hitting cancel. Eventually it will go through. Sometimes it'll take 3 or 4 times, but keep going through and you'll be fine. Each region, north or south, you're going to complete sketch and tell slide. Create a sketch that represents your region and tell about the region in the chat boxes. Use those vocabulary terms, answer and complete sentences. So when I look at this, I should be able to cover up the sketch, the south sketch, and be able to see that it's the south. There 110 students, could be 110 different drawings. In here, use your notes, right? The South's geography was one sentence summary, okay? The South's economy was based on, the South society was based on, South used blank, blank, blank for transportation. Pick the highlight of your notes. Do the same thing down here for the North. Obviously, it's going to be a different drawing and different things in each of your boxes there, okay? If you should finish that, make sure to submit it. If you get any part of it done, okay, maybe you get your north done, or your south done, or your south done, you don't do your north. Submit it anyways. Give me something and we can put it in the grade book and see what happens, whether or not we want to redo it, because after Friday, we are not having any more in-class time for chapter 13. So that brings us to chapter 14, where you already were. Here's your web quest. There's your vocab foldable. There will be paper copies in the classroom. So the big thing about this is if I come in again, you would hit my document, edit, all of that good stuff. Same idea. It may ask you, prompt you to do some verification. Just cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay, so as I go through this, it's going to ask you on this first one to click this link. This link is not going to work for you. Okay, so I'm working on, see what happens. I'm working on Missouri Compromise. I go back into my tab in Schoology and notice I have links here. This is going to be my link for what I'm going to use to fill in the blanks for the Missouri Compromise. Okay, when I go through and read, it's not like notes. It's not going to match up perfectly. Okay, there's nowhere in here that says if blank enters the union as blank state, this would upset the blank of states. Here's your word bank. Ooh, it's going to keep doing that. That is going to, you just can knock out these little blanks that I have, put in the word to replace it, and you've created yourself a PowerPoint slide. Okay. As you go through your second part, use the map to answer the questions. Here's another fill in the blank. Now you've got another there. Here we got a website again. Your 4 W's, you can just take these out, maybe add it to it, whatever you want to do. Again, the website is all of your different Uncle Tom's Cabin, etc., etc., etc. Okay. When you get to, I think it's, if I go Kansas Nebraska Act, it asks you to watch an Edpuzzle video. That's actually back in your folder for Civil War Web Quest, right in there. Okay, and then you can just finish that out. Again, when you finish that out, you can hit submit. If you don't finish that out in class today, that's okay. You will have Tuesday to work on chapter 14. All right, so that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and send me a message on Schoology. I don't know if I'm probably not going to be able to get to it while you are in class, but I will do my best if it's any kind of big question. The big thing is to not dig your hole any deeper. Okay, at some point we got to start filling this thing in to keep our grades up. Okay, if you have any questions, hit me up on Schoology. Till next time, out.